Hey everyone, in this voice recording I'm continuing on Caesar's Blue Legion officers training and officers training and education, okay? Now listen, what makes the officers training different from the Red Legion, okay, and the Red Legion in general? Look, the Blue Legion first thing they do is march at night up a hill, okay? You continuously look for hills to march over and come down, okay? You march as less as possible on the flat land. In this way, you have to march like a mountain goat, okay? That's the training. Because the Red Legion marches on flat lands for the most part, city roads, on flat areas. This is the difference between the Reds and the Blues, is that the Blues is an elite unit, along with the Praetorian Guard. But look, Praetorian Guard training is very secret. That cannot be revealed, okay? You mustn't go around asking a Praetorian Guard, hey, what is your training? Can you share with me your secrets? He'll have you arrested immediately. The Blue Legion's training, yes, it's possible to speak about some parts of it, but not everything, okay? Because if you speak about everything, think about, things that are a secret are supposed to remain a secret, okay? This isn't some, actor colony where everyone is just, no offense to the actors. Now, this hill is a slave route, okay? Where enslaved come here and you see this cross. Now, this cross, listen, don't make fun of a cross, okay? Yes, this cross is made out of steel or iron. It is a symbol that the enslaved in chains will be walking together in chains up on this mountain or hill, okay, to be it's a symbol for slaves. When you're enslaved, we know when the galleys reach the docks, the slaves are in their chains led to this area, okay, somewhere in the Roman Republic. And these paths are all slave roads, okay, still in use, believe it or not. Just remember the name Marcus Licinius Crassus, okay? So this is where this cross, you mustn't make fun of it. Okay, if you don't like the cross, if you don't like Jesus of Nazareth, okay, fine, you can hate him, but never make fun of the symbol. This is a symbol of a lot of pain, suffering, slavery, okay? Okay, if you're a sadist and you enjoy seeing people suffering in slavery, fine, but do it quietly. Don't just go out and, be in their face. Okay, some sadists like Marcus Licinius Crassus have the right to do it, or at least it's tolerated for him to do it, okay? This is part of the training. You have to march through at least one slave route. Now, like I said, you have to march up mountains wherever you find them. You mustn't go quickly. You must move at a very slow pace, okay? You must march like a mountain goat, okay? And when you're going down the mountain, you mustn't be in a hurry either. You must be very, very slow, even slower than when you're going up the mountain. Because if luck is not on your side, at just one wrong move, there's no doctors, there's nobody around you. How are you going to recover? Now look, there's no one in this area. No one. What if you went up this mountain and came down and just slipped? So this is a very dangerous, rigorous training and mustn't be taken lightly. Now, I'm speaking to the officers of the lower rank that are getting initiated and recruited, okay? You must be prepared for what is to happen, because remember, the Blue Legion's training is no joke, okay? Now, I'm going to explain. I think I've spoken enough about the officers training program, so I'll speak a little bit on the Blue Legionnaires training program. Look, the only difference between an officer in the Blue training program, Blue Legion, and an officer in and a Legionnaire of the Blues, what's the difference? Okay? The Legionnaire's training is you march up this hill in a group, like a legion, okay? And the officer does his training in a separate area, without anybody, okay? And marches alone, up a hill and down a hill, okay? This is the difference between a Blue standard average Legionnaire and an officer's training. Yes, you're doing the same thing. You're living in a group in a city and eating garbage, instead of the officer just being alone and eating garbage by himself. I'll explain more, but for now I have to focus on the officers because that's more important, okay? Get used to it. So, now let me just give you my training for just this moment, okay? Not for eternity. To run up, not to run up this hill, but to slowly march over this rugged area and just go and up this mountain to where the cross is. That is the training for today. Then rest on top of the mountain and come back down slowly and find shelter in some Roman building like this. You see, that building is a pure Roman building. I'll just get closer to it. They're all over. Look, the more you learn how to keep a secret, the more you get closer to the original Roman Republic, okay? Now, as you march, you see, this is the most ancient, original Roman architecture. If you want, in your officer training program, you can rest under this tree if it's too exhausting. Like I said, this isn't some masochism ritual where you have to just, you know, do some shit, you know, or whatever. By doing shit, I mean, doesn't mean that, it means like some masochism, like you use a flagellum on yourself as you're walking up this mountain, okay? That's what I mean by doing shit. Now this is a Roman house, okay? Original Roman house from very ancient times, and it's still standing, just to let you know how strong Roman buildings are. They were strong like the legions, you know? You put a earthquake here, this building will still stand for eternity. Now usually this building was occupied by slaveholders and the executioner unit, okay? They would just be here, and the slaves would rest under the tree, and they would chain them here, and the executioners would live in a building like this, watching over the slaves. And you know, later on they could just live here if they wanted to, but because this building, you know, it's for public kind of use in a way that, look, if doesn't really belong to anyone. It's just here if the executioners and jailers unit need a rest, okay? They want to sleep at night. One sleeps, one stays awake in shift, you get it, okay? The slave is chained to something or something, okay? Now, that's all I have in this video recording. I'll see you people in upcoming video recordings.